Okay, so this is the last part for continuous random variable, where we are going to learn how to do the expectation as well as the variance. Okay, so expectation and variance. So expectation is denoted by EX. So the formula is negative infinity up until infinity, x multiplied with fx dx. So from our probability density function, we have to times them with x, and then we are going to integrate them starting from negative infinity up until infinity. And then in order to calculate the variance, you will need to calculate expectation of x squared as well. So to calculate expectation of x squared, so the function, probability density function, you times it with x squared, and again it should be from negative infinity until infinity. Meanwhile, the formula for variance of x is simply equal to expectation of x squared minus expectation of x with a square. So let us go to the example. So let x be a continuous random variable with the probability density function given by 3x squared for x in between 0 and 1, and then 0 otherwise. We have to compute what is the expectation of x. So the formula for expectation of x, this is negative infinity up until infinity, x multiplied with fx dx. So I have to check what is the function. So if you draw a number line, and this is 0, 1, the function within 0 and 1, this is 3x squared. Left hand side is 0, right hand side, this is also 0. So since we have to integrate negative infinity until infinity, so the first one, we are going to have negative infinity up until 0. So this is for the first interval. The function is 0, so if you do x multiply with 0, this is simply 0 dx plus 0 up until 1. So we are going to have x multiply with 3x squared dx plus, starting from 1 up until positive infinity. So again, the function is 0. So 0 multiplied with x is simply 0. So this is again 0 dx. Okay, so this is 0, this is 0. Therefore, we should integrate the right hand side. So let us simplify them a little bit. So this is integrating 0 until 1, and the function is 3x cubed. So do simplify them before you integrate. So this one will become 3x to the power of 4 over 4, and then of course substitute the upper and the lower limit. So substitute x with 1, we are going to get 3 over 4. Substitute x with 0, we are simply going to get 0. So this is minus 0, which is simply 3 over 4. So this is our expectation of x. So to calculate the variance, the formula for the variance, this is expectation of x squared minus expectation of x, and then everything squared. Okay, so I do have the value for expectation of x. So this value inside here, I already obtained them, but I don't have expectation of x squared. So let us calculate that one first. So expectation of x squared, so this one, if you use the formula, this is negative infinity up until infinity, and then you should have x squared multiplied with fx dx. Okay, so again, let us check what is the function. 0, 1, so this is 3x squared, 0, 0. Okay, so let us start from the left hand side. We have negative infinity until 0, and then x squared multiplied with 0, so this is simply 0 dx plus 0 up until 1, and then we are going to have x squared multiplied with 3x squared dx plus, integrating starting from 1 up until infinity, x squared times with 0, so this is also 0 dx. So cancel out, we will be left with x squared times with 3x squared. So simplify them a little bit before we do integrate them. So this is 3x to the power of 4 dx. Integrating x to the power of 4, adding 1 to the power, divide by the new power, it will become 3x to the power of 5 over 5. So substitute the upper limit together with the lower limit, we are going to get 3 over 5 minus with 0. So this is simply 3 over 5. Okay, so now let us calculate the variance. So variance of x, this is simply equal to expectation of x squared minus expectation of x, everything squared. Okay, so expectation of x squared, we have already calculated this. This is 3 over 5 minus expectation of x, we have them earlier. So let me go to the previous slide to take the value. So the value is 3 over 4. So we got 3 over 4 with a square. So this is 3 over 5 minus with 9 over 16. So you use your calculator, you should be able to see that this is 3 over 80. So this is our variance. Alright, so that is basically how we are going to calculate the expectation and the variance. So do remember the formula. Expectation of x, negative infinity until infinity, x fx dx. And to calculate the variance, the formula is expectation of x squared minus expectation of x with a square. Okay, so that's all for chapter 9. I'll see you guys in chapter 10. Thank you.